Students, today we'll learn a new lesson in financial accounting called hire purchase system. What is hire purchase system? Hire purchase system is also called deferred payment system. It occurred only in credit sales, not in cash sales. So it happens only in credit sales, not in cash sales. When the buyer could not pay the entire amount of asset on date of purchase, he will choose hire purchase system. At the time of purchase, he will pay a portion of the value of the asset or a part of the value of asset he will pay, that we called down payment. The balance amount he will pay in installment along with the interest. In hire purchase system, the ownership is not passes from seller to buyer at the time of payment of down payment or first installment. When it will be transferred, it will be transferred at the time of paying the last installment. The hire purchase system is governed by Hire Purchase Act 1972. In case the buyer failed to pay the installment, the seller will confiscate or seize or he will repossess the article. Then the buyer he should forgo what he has paid on down payment and on other installments. Now let me see some problem in relation to hire purchase system. Yes, students, in hire purchase system there are 5 types of problem. First type of problem we are going to solve today. In this problem, the total cash price, rate of interest and annual installments are given. Once again I am repeating, the total cash price of the asset, rate of interest and annual installments are given. This is situation 1. Yes. Sum number 1. When rate of interest, cash price and annual installments are given. On 1st January 2015, X purchased a machinery on hire purchase system. So X purchased a machinery on hire purchase system. He is a buyer. We can call him as hire purchaser. The person who sells the goods is called a hire seller. The payment is to be made rupees 4,000 down. What is 4,000 down? It is down payment on signing of the contract, and rupees 4,000 annually for 3 years. So at the time of purchase he paid 4,000, then every year he is paying 4,000 for 3 years. The cash price of the machinery 14,900 and the rate of interest is 5%. Calculate interest in each year's installment. In this question, annual installment, rate of interest and cash price are given. So we have to draw the format. The heading goes like this. Table shows calculation of interest. First column date, second column total cash price, third column installment, fourth column interest, fifth column cash price. Okay. Now I am going to solve. On 1/1/2015 they purchased for 14,900. Then on the same date he paid how much? 4,000. On the same date he paid 4,000. On the same date he paid 4,000. This we called down payment. It is also considered to be an installment. In this down payment no interest is included, so it will go to cash price. So balance amount payable 10,900. Students, once again, the cash price of the machinery 14,900. On purchase date on 1/1/15 he paid 4,000 as down payment, so which is called one of the installment. It will not include the interest, so the total installment recorded as a cash price. Then he will pay 4,000 at the end of each year. For that for 3 years he will pay. So the first year ends on 31st December 2015. He will pay 4,000 rupees. He will pay 4,000. So balance outstanding how much? 10,900. On that we should calculate 10,900. On that we should calculate 5% interest. On 10,900 we should calculate 5%. We'll get 545. Total installment we paid at the time of on 31/12/2015 rupees 4,000, of which interest is 545. So balance we'll consider as cash price. So this installment which include annual interest and the annual cash price, this annual cash price we should deduct from the total cash price. So we'll get balance. So out of 10,900 we paid 3,455. This is called annual cash price. Then likewise on 31/12/2016 we paid 4,000. So on 7,445 we should pay 5% interest, which is 372. We'll ignore the fraction. Okay. 7,445, on that we should calculate 5%, that is annual interest. So 4,000 minus 372 will get 3,628. This we called annual cash price. The annual cash price should be deducted from the total cash price. So the balance outstanding 7,445 minus 3,628, balance is 3,870. Now we are going to pay the final installment, which is 4,000. In final installment we should not calculate the interest. Why we should not calculate interest? Because the annual installment which include interest. So the total outstanding amount recorded as annual cash price, the total outstanding recorded as annual cash price, the difference between annual installment of the third year and cash price considered as interest. So 183 considered as interest. So the cash price should be deducted from the outstanding. Now the cash price we paid all, total value of the installment 16,000. This we called higher purchase price. Then if we add annual installments we'll get total interest paid. If we add the cash price column we'll get total cash price. $14,900. So this is called cash price, this is total interest, this is higher purchase price. Students, there are 5 methods. There are 5 methods of which we learned. First method, in next class we'll learn different method. Till then, bye and thank you.